This is just not. Oh my god. How do I get my camera to go the way it is supposed to? That is what I would like to know. Oh, can you see those pinks though? Okay, so I'm in Galveston at the ocean watching the sunrise and a lightning storm out in the ocean. Those are some cool pinks. That is the moon. Check out those clouds, man. Check it out. And I won't even be able to check the data that's happening now, I guess, until stop doing damn tests. Okay, that we know. How's it look? Now I'm trying to read my phone. Sideways. This really shouldn't be that confusing. Couldn't I try it this way? That's sideways? I feel all sideways. Morning. Those colors are amazing. There's the moon. She's shining through. And this cloud formation is like a giant, lucky horseshoe. Is that sideways? Is it sideways? Good morning. Yeah, so I hadn't got to sleep much, but I did get a nap or two. Those 47 to 53,000 lightning strikes that happened for a couple hours yesterday felt like I was getting a contact high. Oh wow, look at all the birds flying in a row. Hey birds, you guys are cool. And so the energy has been maximum intense, but it's felt good for me. How's it felt for you? I'm in Galveston, right by the Treasure Pier. Although, if you are an assassin, I probably shouldn't give you that information. I should make you work hard for your money. So hard for it, honey. Oh. I really appreciate, A, y'all, and B, you guys hanging with me for these live tests. Galveston Beach? I don't know. Sometimes I'm bad with geography, like most of the time. Cause as I'm walking around, my brain is creating like cities that aren't even there, like, you know, as a movie. So like my brain is doing all this imaginary architecture, designing. So sometimes it's hard for me to pay attention to the streets and the names of everything. So my brain's like split screened. And sometimes that is way cooler. Not always. But yeah, we got a lightning storm over there, though its show has been sparse. The ocean is amazing. Let's get closer, see if you guys can hear it. So which is your favorite color? Then you guys got all silent. Was it because I'm singing? everybody ran away. Hey bird, hey bird. Hey bird, you're cute. There's a bunch of talk, text. All right. See, but that's the whole thing, man. You know, like, okay, you say the earth is flat. And as I always say, I can't verify it either way. And so it's like if we came to the beach, but I'd be like, holy, wow, this is a giant lucky horseshoe in the sky. What are you gonna do with all your good luck? And you'd be like, tell everybody the earth is flat. I'm like, okay, what happens after that? What is the master plan? Like, once you told everybody on the earth, okay, the earth is flat, then what? Then what do we do? Because even when I'm at the ocean, I'm looking for solutions. Because these all birds seem to know how to work together, fly together. And so this shit, you know how long it took them to build all this stuff? Like all these things and all the technologies and stuff that allows us to enjoy it. Took a long time. So arguing over whether the earth is flat or round, I don't know. Seems kind of goofy. Holy, hold on. Don't want to hurt myself. Whoa. So, I don't know. The hell is it like? Great. The earth's flat. I still miss rock and roll. Okay, so I don't even know. Is it like sideways? Or is it up and down? Why is 2018 so confusing? I do my homework. I study. Getting more confused as I get older should not be how it works. It is definitely a sight to see though. Whoa. Good morning. Hey. You can spin it around. Boom. Says poor connection. Thanks, Verizon. But I guess it is 4th of July weekend, Saturday. How come I can't get the camera to go the way I want it to? Like it's supposed to? It's probably user error. If I say anything really dumb, y'all try and forgive me ahead of time because it's just a test. I'm winging it, but it does seem so beautiful, magical, and the colors are like super 5D. Maybe they got all those 5G towers up, and instead of poisoning everyone's minds, they just made everything a whole lot more colorful. Is that a Star Wars destroyer? Look at that. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's sure beautiful out here today. The ocean is powerful. I don't know if you guys knew that. Oh, there goes text. I can see it. Hello, Australia. How are you? It's definitely oceany. Okay, someone said hit the like button. That, you know, live without it. But what I want you guys to do is hit the play button. And I mean for the summer. Have fun. Because I think the more people that have fun and are happy more often, the easier life will be for everybody to have fun and be happier more often. That's theory. You know, we'll have to write some white papers on it and shit. The air smells good. What if it's like a lumpy, misshaped lump covered in water? Dang, Tex, why did you go away? making it look right? What if it's a torus? And so it's like, it's mostly like a ballish, but in the middle there's just a giant hole in the middle. And that's possible. What if it's a simulation? What if it's, but my question with that is, A, wouldn't they be better writing dialogue in a simulation? Wouldn't we be able to program more happier, actiony stuff? Or would there be a programmer that was just really cruel? And then how would the universe exist that way? Or maybe then the simulation breaks down and creates a black hole. No, that sounds crazy. Like, what is your favorite black hole photograph? I've got some Hubble favorites. None of them are black holes though. I love you guys too. The flooding goes away fast in Houston most of the time, but then it floods fast. So like rain can stack up. I don't know if you guys saw the video or the images, but like most of the highways shut down in certain parts. And there's one part where it just like goes down under and then comes right back up. So it's almost like a moat, but different, way different. Maybe I'm just waiting for lightning or my data to run out. But yeah, definitely, I think the weather is, when I picked a subject to be like, all right, I'm going to talk about this for a couple of years, the sun and the weather definitely have not disappointed. The lightning I saw when I was driving to the ocean from Houston, it was, I don't know, it was wild. I'll have to try and draw a picture of it when I get home. And the colors have been, I mean, the sky has looked like it is in 5D now. Which is why I'm like, you know, as Planetary Defense Commander, if we could get planetary updates from our own planet and even other planets around us at like 30 frames a second live, that would probably help stuff. Can you see all the ships coming in? Just a row of ships. Day moon. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the moon, but the very, like, as it curves, the bottom look kind of weird. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me. I still don't know how to go horizontal. That's the whole point. It is a beautiful day. This feels like summer. I don't know, but I'm a white American male. So it's literally programmed into my brain that like, you have fun during summer. That included outside and inside. That's where you learn how powerful the sun is. Like, do you ever remember your first really bad sunburn? We're like, oh my God, this is so painful and annoying. I feel like I am going to die in the very near future. You know, it only takes one really bad sunburn to be like, okay, I'll figure out how to not get that badly sunburned again. But there are still times in life where you let your guard down. Like, oh crap, I got way too sunburned. Hey, you want to go out and play volleyball with us? Like, no, I cannot move for 3 more days. I'll call you there. So this totally feels like summer. And over there you got a Ferris wheel and a roller coaster. And I'm pretty sure they sell food, adult beverages, and even like sugary stuff in frozen form. Whatever. But it's so cool to watch the birds fly over the ocean. Right now, whoa, holy crap. You know, sometimes I'll leave ranch dressing out for a day, then I'll still eat it later. But I'll think like, hey, if I die of eating bad ranch dressing, people will laugh at me. They'll be like, Thor died. because he ate some bad ranch dressing. And I know it sounds like there should be a punchline in there somewhere. So once again, I'm extremely sorry to disappoint you. Thank you. No, thank you. I think you turned the phone. I did. I turned the phone. It says turn it horizontal to get it horizontal. So like every single time or 3 out of 4, I've done it like that. It still hasn't worked. It's like technically I went to film school twice. So I should know how to get a camera to go sideways. Hey, there's a lady and her puppy. I would get out and walk way more often if I lived right by the beach. Because in the city, during the day, especially Houston, most of the time it's just hot. If it's not hot, then it's humid. But I love Houston. In many ways, it's one of America's best kept secrets. And I used to be way better at talking. I'm gonna practice that. Trying to improve. The beast is flexing his muscles. First of all, having studied that stuff a bit my whole life, the beast is a beast, meaning that it is technically not human. Like, not at all. And my guess in 1998, 97, was that it is the global stock markets. Because the Bible says the beast can destroy entire national, local economies with the swipe of its tail. And so, if it's a beast and it can destroy a literal economy of a country, well, it's probably not, I don't know, sounds like a stock market. I mean, our entire economy basically, everybody thinks of it as the stock market. Well, hey, yeah, if the stock market is up, then obviously our economy is doing fantastic. And the less people who talk about possible ramifications of having a $21 trillion debt nationwide, the stronger the economy, or whatever. I don't know. Economics is totally fascinating. Most of the time, me talking to other people about it, not very enjoyable. So people are like, let me talk to you about the economy. Like, wait, how deep is your knowledge? Whatever. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, you were saying the beast is flexing his muscles. Is that the sun? No. Maybe. No. The sun's always there. Consistently. Oh, here's a trippy thing. Thought you could write like a low budget movie out of it. Like, can you imagine if you woke up and then the moon was never there again? And the oceans didn't change. So technically it wouldn't affect you physically, but think how you would feel if you woke up and every day you never got to see the moon again. That would be sad. And then there would be just like this part where everybody's like, do you remember the moon? It's like, yeah, that was cool. I wish we had put a hotel there that we could all go stay at and swim in a pool and anti-gravity on the moon. Or what if you woke up one morning and the sun never showed up again? So it was just always dark everywhere, but the temperatures didn't change, the ocean didn't change. And then people were looking at signs like, what the hell, man? It's not working like you told us it would, or it does. It sounds like we don't know. But we have 5,000 white papers you can refer to, see what we meant when we told you guys this is how it did shit. Plus, everybody kind of already agreed. Like a giant committee, thousands everywhere. Was my point? Oh yeah, so if the sun was just like, never showed up again, but nothing really changed, how would that change people mentally? And how people interact with each other? This is just questions I ask myself while I'm standing at the beach. And I love you. Plus, these birds are just flying around all happy. That's all they do most of the day. They fly around. They seem pretty happy. The other day, I saw a bird jumping up and down on a tree for like 2 or 3 hours. Just literally was at the top of the tree and just kept jumping up and down. That was pretty cool. Like, that was one cool bird, man. All right, now I'm gonna try and read comments again. The wind is picking up a little. So don't show me any comments. I shall now do an attempt at a slow rotation. If you're with me, we will test my slow rotation ability. Oh, there go the comments. Dang, the comments pop up and then they disappear as I'm reading them. Sometimes I get the feeling YouTube, Google is not necessarily 100,000% about the creator's enjoyment experience, you know? Or, like, as employee of them, technically, the fact that they have no customer service or no one you can talk to on the phone anytime, ever, you know. That's weird. And it makes me think, hey, maybe they value us so much, they never want to talk to us. But I do not know why the experience of me trying to go live through the YouTube app is so counterintuitive. I mean, I could take some guesses. And you know, sometimes that's what life is, just taking a bunch of guesses. Ooh, I see text now. Wait, is it Friday or Saturday? It depends on where you are. Yeah, we're in one of those phases where I can't stop staring at the radar maps. And sometimes, like, if you stare at it for like 30 hours, you feel crazy at the end. Like, and the data I pull, there have been so many, like roads, sinkholes, floods. It's crazy, for sure. Like I said, picking the sun and the weather is like, all right, these subjects I will discuss. It seemed okay because they didn't get less interesting. But I still say that at this point, any human being on the planet who thinks they have everything figured out doesn't know jack shit, really. Because as I was talking about earlier, I never imagined I would be this old and confused by whatever the hell is going on in the whole world. So to do my homework and educate myself and live, learn, and try and come up with solutions, in 2018, I'm just confused and frustrated all the time. Like I said, seriously, as a collective people, what the fuck are we doing? You know, like, we need solutions. But let's say, just like the earth is a McDLT where you got your hot side hot and your cold side cold where it bounces up and down. Let's say 2018 is like that, where the first half of the year was the cold side. Oh my God, I can zoom! Oh my God, I can zoom! Now this got real interesting. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Lady love, how are you? Okay, so while we're just sitting here hanging out talking, the other morning, when I couldn't sleep for the light and stuff, I watched 2.5 hours of the 3-hour movie Wyatt Earp. It is good. I mean, I really like it. Kevin Costner's fantastic. Randy Quaid is fantastic. Everybody in it is fantastic. but I didn't need to watch the last 30 minutes where everybody kills everybody. It's like the end of The Departed, when you got situations changing. And then it was as families were expanding over the lands in the gold rush and the silver rush, they couldn't work it out. So a bunch of people died. That seems like that is absolutely what we want to avoid now. So like I said, it took a lot of people a long time to build this pier, to build these roads, to build these hotels, to invent and semi-master airplanes, automobiles. Like when I drove here at 4 in the morning, the highway was damn near empty. And that felt good. Like driving without obstructions or traffic always, to me, feels good to move forward. Oh my God, I see text. QAnon will help. And do your own research. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I haven't left the Matrix much in the last 5.5 years. Like, I have been literally plugged in. And sometimes you're like, I'm unplugging. The Matrix comes and sticks a bunch of spidery, webby, invisible shit in you. Oh my God, there's a beautiful woman. I don't know what to do. Oh, yes, thank you, Jesus. I love wearing. Wait, what? Yes, I do. Sometimes a little too much. That's a quote from Thor Ragnarok, I do believe. It's crazy. So does that look beautiful on your end? I think everybody should help everybody. I don't know, I'm totally down with giving every single person a second chance. Because since 9/11, everything has sucked and been crazy. So it's like, all right, you know, technically it is not a single person's fault. And by trying to prosecute everybody for any mistakes made, or personal sins, not counting the super previous ones, it's like a total waste of time as everything is kind of falling apart. So it's like, I don't know, we can build a badass future and everybody gets a second chance. And then I think, you know, if they were still crazy, hateful people, they would be easier to spot in a good system. You know what I'm saying? I think there are like 100,000 laws per state in the books. We prophetize our prisons. You know? And that's what I was like screaming in the year we did it. Like, how the hell can we call ourselves America? We prophetize our prison. We're like, that's the business model. We figure out how to get people for breaking laws or fines or fees or whatever. And then you go put them in jail. They had a job, tough shit. I'm putting you in jail. You should have sped. Or you should have had money for your cars. You know, like, I don't know. That was like when she was like, holy crap, it's fucked up, man. When they privatize prisons. You get into like Spanish Inquisition level shit. Although they just like take even any type of public occult shit out of it. Like, no, we're just doing it all for money. We're just torturing people for money. We are driving down the quality of everybody's life just for more money in a time where the monetary base has exploded. Lightning. Right, I see comments. Yes, above Top Secret. I used to frequent there at Godlike Productions frequently. But I do think it is very interesting that both above Top Secret and Godlike Productions both have like resident conspiracy debunkers for the astronomy field. I believe like on Godlike Productions, they have Astronomy Live, Astro Mutt, who I like. But yeah, he's there to say, no, here's how it actually is, all your conspiracies are wrong. And then on Above Top Secret, they have Phage. And so, I don't know, I didn't work with Above Top Secret because they were like, I got put on probation for posting my own videos. Like, you can't do that here. I was like, what? I'm Thor of Thor News. How can I not post my own videos on a conspiracy site. This is fucking crazy, man. Who's running this joint? And so on, I don't know, Astronomy Live, that just, I don't know, it got crazy. And then, wait, no, not on Astronomy Live, on Godlike Productions. But Godlike Productions went from like 90% conspiracy to like 85%, 60%, you know, conservative, alt-right. So, and I guess around that time, the weather data just got super wow, you know? Which brings back the other point where I can't believe I've spent so much time disagreeing with or debating with other scientists. Well, I'm like, you know what? Especially today in 2018, July, volcano activity is up. And they're like, no, it's not. It is average and normal. I'm like, okay, what is your metric? Because I'm definitely saying, as someone who's been pulling video for a long time, it is way up. The amount of video footage I have to show that it either has yellow, orange, red, lava is way up. But maybe they don't want me to talk about volcanoes. And they definitely don't want me to shoot my camera landscape, like sideways like it's supposed to be. Can you see those shapes? Why can't we put up a bunch of GoPros outside of Earth, you know, and look at the Lagrange dew point and look back at Earth live in 60 frames per second? Can you imagine if you could watch the auroras in the actual color from Earth? And then I wouldn't get flat Earth people going, Earth is flat. Because we know. I'd be like, hell no, dude. We got GoPros all around the Earth that show us Earth in 60 frames per second in super color. And we can see clearly Earth is round. But no, that's why with flat Earth, like, technically they have a point. Like, A, they shut the space program down. B, the nations who can't agree on anything agree on Antarctica for some reason. Like, okay, yeah, the Queen owns 25%, and then the other nations have agreed to split up the other 75% amongst themselves. It's like, wait a second. And then if anybody gets a high power position, they're like, where do you want to go? And they're like, Antarctica. And then the pyramids. So it's like, okay, something is up. But if it all goes back to just trying to keep us in 1880, and so we don't question the fact of having much better technology, which we know was there at Tesla, then it's all just like parlor tricks, meaning that, yeah, the moon is round and the planets are round and the sun itself is round, but they allow that question out there just so you don't know what the hell's going on. Like, they got semi-logical stories for both sides of every story now. Keeps everybody locked. And nobody knows what the hell's going on. Like I keep saying, I'm Thor News. It is 2018, and I don't know what the hell's going on. And I think anybody who says they do 100%, they are lying to themselves, or you, or both. Solar minimum. But like I said, yeah, no, yes, I agree. Solar minimum, but I think it's gonna get solar maximum-ish this month, like it did last year. And but I think everything is special. Like, we are in new territory. This event horizon, you know, maybe the Aztecs went through it in some way. Maybe the Mayans went through it, the Egyptians at some point. If Earth is trillions of years old, I don't believe carbon daters, man. You ever seen a carbon dater? They ever showed you a picture of a carbon dater? I don't know. I don't want to cognitive dissonance you. It's so early in the morning when the sky is so beautiful. 18 people, 19 thumbs up. And I can't see text. Can you see that? You see the ships? Try not to shake. Good morning. See, live is a whole new thing. Like, I forget there are people who could tune in and out, so they just showed up and they didn't have to listen to the entire whatever the hell this test is. But I'm in Galveston. And it is beautiful this morning. And as the sun was coming up, it was pinks and purples and mauves. But I'm glad you could join me. And the whole point of these tests has been trying to figure out how to get the camera to go horizontal. And we're all good at some stuff and really bad at others. And so apparently me figuring out how to get the camera to go horizontal, I'm really bad at. Because I've spent way more time on it than I wanted to. But it led me here now. The sun is cool. But like, let's say as the sun, goes over at about the 35% before sunset, man, the sun's been kicking, like spinning out the energy. Hey, someone got me confused about what day it was. It's Saturday, right? Galveston. Oh, and that planetary alignment thing is cool. Well, the planets are on the same side. But when you say that sentence out loud, it sounds good. Like, hey, y'all, all the planets are on the same side. And you're like, yeah, duh. Like, all Earthlings should be on the same side. Like, oh yeah, why aren't people on the same side? Because the systems we were born into had compartmentalized themselves over time as a tribal indigenous man climbed the technology chain. And when we got to the Prometheus moment of electricity, the 200-year hockey stick up into what can only be described as when man really has godlike powers, but is still a man. We got here real fast. And that's why we ain't never been through this before that we know of. And so there's technically not an official single expert or person who has control over everything. And even if there were like reincarnation, it's like everybody's reincarnated and back here now. So, as I've been trying to say, like, I don't know why we would screw this up. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to work together. It's like birds migrate. That's what we gotta do as people. We gotta figure out how to migrate. Well, happy birthday to your mother. And the alignment is amazing. Yeah, I remember the full moon period was at 2013, 2015. That was, oh my God, the beautiful girl is coming back. She is jogging. And she is very far away. She pretty much sums up my love life. So is that like creepy stalkerish? If I zoom in for just a second, just in case I will zoom out. I mean, I wouldn't do that normally, but it's weird having you with me, hanging out. And running in sand ain't easy. It's nowhere near as easy as running on concrete. The ocean is cool, man. Never gets as hot by the ocean as it does in the city. Yeah, she has certain je ne sais quoi about her aura. Aura. Oh, now the sun's kicking. I can see comments. Friday, Friday, Friday. Wait, I thought it was Saturday. I've tried to do my phone horizontal at the start 3 or 4 times, and it has yet to work. I'm wondering if Mark Zuckerberg is hacked in to Google and is doing it on purpose just to frustrate me. If so, it is a good joke. Thought I heard a jet. Oh, we got a helicopter. Zooming in. It's flying away. They got a bunch of ocean cities out there. I believe they're called oil rigs. But who knows? Maybe one of them is like a secret gambling casino for all the James Bondian people out there who own helicopters and stuff. If they secretly had jetpacks. I really wish we had the capability to fly around like a jetpack. I mean, it could be magnetics or whatever. Thanks for comments. Right now the sun is white and yellow, but earlier it was yellowy yellow with some orange, and early on it was super pink and purple, very Eastery colors. It's kind of fun. Earlier, I chased a lightning storm in. There was one bolt of lightning that was... I'll try and draw it when I get home. But I've taken like a 5-hour break from looking at weather data, because it's pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah. It's hurricane season 2018. How are you doing? How have you enjoyed this 4th of July weekend so far? It's always weird when the holiday falls like on a Wednesday. Data is the new oil, or I heard a lady say. I was like, that is good, because there's a chance pulling out all that oil has caused the earth to heat up and unleash some magma in places it might not have should been. Right? Because you can't put water in your oil tank in your car. If you put water where there's supposed to be oil, it overheats. Who knows? Maybe Earth is like that. But oil scientists get real pissed off if you disagree with them sometimes. Beautiful weather. So honestly, if I had to guess, I'm guessing it's Saturday, right? Good morning, everyone. Just hanging out at the beach with a moon. I tilt the camera because I was mentioning earlier in the 5.5 years I've worked for Google, it's like literally they've gone out of their way to make the creator experience as difficult as possible in almost every way. And I'm not just saying this is me. Most creators have videos about logging complaints about like, holy crap, Google is, it's like they're mad at us all the time. And so this is what all these tests have been about. I've just been trying to figure out how to get my camera to go horizontal. And to start, it says, turn your camera horizontal or to start it. So each time I do, then I'll wait and nothing changes. And then I press the button like, okay. And then when I go on, it's just straight up like this. So yes, I have a weakness in getting my camera to go horizontal, but once I actually figure it out, it won't be like this anymore. Which is the point of the test, really. And talking about the craziness of Google, like, do you know any other industry where like you literally have a boss and you never get to see him, you never hear about him, you don't have a customer service, so there's not even anyone in your company you can call and be like, yeah dude, we got a problem. And they can just poke you with a stick whenever they want. It's weird. You used to have a thing called a monopoly. That was way back in the day before digital. Now people still use the word socialism. And let me tell you, as Thor News, in all honesty, people use the word socialism today, even democracy or capitalism. Those words are so fucking dead. Those words are so dead. Like they don't even know, like, they don't absolutely apply. Like the thing about socialism, I'm sorry if I give you cognitive dissonance, is that literally all the resources of your nation belong to the people. The oil, the wood, the gold, like in socialism, everything, the resources would belong to the people. And so there's no socialist nation on the planet. I mean, the oil companies own it all. And pretty much have since they started big banks. And same with like democracy, that it, you know, like it looks like we get to vote and we make changes. But, you know, in essence, it all seems the same, stay the same. And, you know, we're hitting diminishing returns on like corporate power grabs. Where it's like, okay, so are you going to keep the people or not? And they're like, wait, give us like 3 more years of artificial intelligence, drone technology, and we'll still see if we need butlers and, you know, people to pick up the packages and put them down and stuff. We're going to, you know, like, there's this thing I got to show you guys where Disney apparently has spent a whole lot of money on artificial intelligence and robotics. So they have this flying robot, and they're doing him like in a gymnastics, where he's doing somersaults and he's flying through the air and like 200 feet up and they're coming down. So it's like, oh yeah, so Disney's invested billions into artificial intelligence and robotics and nanotech and aerosols and microdust. Well, that's interesting, right? So not only do they do that, they also have Marvel, ESPN, Pixar. Although I don't know if they still have Pixar, but they got a lot of stuff. They have like everything that a kid would dream of most of the time. So it's just a crazy day. So you're like, I don't know, like, do you know who William Randolph Hearst is? They based Citizen Kane on it. At the time he owned the majority of all the newspapers in the world, or I mean, in America. It was like the term yellow journalism. And so they kind of broke him up because he could basically write, you know, he controlled the minds of the people just because he controlled all the newspapers. That was before radio and television. So he got to be rolling over in his grave. He's like, hey, they only allowed me to own 50% of everything. Technically, these days, we don't even know. They got shell companies. So many. What am I talking about? I don't know. Economics. Words like, they sell you like insurance or security. You're insured against that Cat 5 hurricane. You have security. It's 2018, I don't know who has security. But this is a test. So if I say anything extremely dumb, or at some point in the future, I change my opinion, I hope you'll allow me to do that. Speaking of that, let me tackle crazy subjects. No, let me not. I can't control the comments right now. So Come on, people. Flipping out. But most of y'all have been pretty good. Selected, not elected. Yeah, a lot of dinosaurs. Man, it'd be cool if dinosaurs could talk and we could all get along. Okay, go into application, YouTube, storage, clear data. Clear data might fix the screen issue. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was literally the purpose of the test, trying to figure out how to go horizontal. Then I just got frustrated and gave up. Because I don't want to post like 35 videos of me trying to figure out how to go. It's not horizontal yet. 15 seconds later. I'm trying to read the comments, but I'm half blind because I'm staring at the sun. Okay, now I'm gonna do, we're gonna work on our 360 spin. You ready? Here we go. The slow 360 spin is actually something you gotta work on your technique. A lot about footwork, concentration. It's one of the things I miss about the iPhone is they have the 360 panoramic shot. That was always fun to try and take. Oh no, in the distance, I think I see another pretty lady. Please mind, don't go too crazy. All right, how was that? B minus, C. Good morning to those who've just joined us. Yeah, so there are 3 different types of videos. You have edited, which are my favorite of my own to watch, where you get to control everything, and that is super duper fun. I love making edited videos, but sometimes they take a very long time. There are one-takers where you just record what you were saying and doing, and then when you were done, you hit stop, and then you're there, and it's got a couple warts. And then there's live. And so this is me in the summer, dipping my foot into the ocean of live. So I guess if I want to do more of this, I gotta get more data, or the unlimited. So I'm surprised I made it this far. It's like you got carbon daters, and then you got data daters, where like you're, you know, where like you're like, yes, I would like to buy 5 gigs of data. You have no control. It's not like potato chips, where you're like, yeah, I'd like to buy 35 potato chips, and then you gotta eat each potato chip. So you know, like, okay, I ate 35 potato chips. With data, you're just like going on the internet, and then you have no control, and you can't even see what data is coming in, what data is coming out, where it is coming in and out from. So it's just this weird game where there's definitely room for malfeasance in, you know, the data chargation. It's almost like electricity when they say you use X amount of watts. It's like, I don't know, maybe there is a way you could totally verify it, but not, you know, them giving them a counter of going, okay, yeah, here's exactly how much electricity you used. You know, if you put money in the middle, then that leaves room for shenanigans. Although the word shenanigans, it seems like there is some level of fun associated in shenanigans. Or maybe it was a prank or whatever, but at the end of it, everybody ended up laughing. Like, hey, hell yeah, those were some crazy shenanigans. I will eat a bowl full of chips, they said on the internet. I was standing here, I don't even know. But okay, so yeah, going horizontal. I guess. Whoa, the sun is brightening. Like noticeably. Maybe it is interacting. What if the position of the heaviest center rays of the sun create clouds? This has been fun. Thank you guys for joining me for this test. I'll try another one in a little while. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to go home. I got so many videos to do. I don't know what the hell to do though. Like, shit is getting screwed up pretty fast. Yeah, no. How is Hurricane Beryl doing? And the whole thing about Hurricane Beryl is, I think most of us know at this point, Puerto Rico does not have a lot of wiggle room as far as avoiding catastrophe. So, as Planetary Defense Commander, it seems like we should be so much better at so many things. Like, remember as kids when you were in kindergarten and they were like, all right, we're gonna have a tornado drill. I'm old enough, maybe I'm imagining this, but I think I remember nuclear war drills, but I can remember at like 12 or 13 being obsessed. I definitely remember tornado drills. And so, you know, you line in a single file line, and everybody walk left foot, right foot, breathe, left foot, right foot, breathe. It's almost like as adults, we gotta relearn how to do that. All right, everybody, in a single file line, left foot, right foot, breathe, left foot, right foot, breathe. You know, like we should have much better procedures for evacuating cities. And technically, on some level, everybody should be trained to be a first or second responder. I don't know if any of you were lucky enough to be Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, but in Boy Scouts, they taught you be prepared. Well, it's part of where stay cool and my whole have a plan, be prepared, and use your imagination. Like, what could the worst case scenario be? It's kind of like planning a party. Like, hey, what could the best case scenario be? What could we do to have the most fun on this day with the coolest people we know? It takes some planning, it takes a little effort, but it can pay off. Same thing with planning for worst case scenario. You can see all the problems you can ahead of time. Of course, there is Murphy's Law. There will be problems you will not find out about until you are inside of the event, but you can learn from them. And so it doesn't seem like we've been doing a lot of evolving or learning. So all we gotta do is get better. It was like, that's impossible. It's like, no. We used to do it. We do it again. Well, hey, thank you guys for being on this test with me. It's been a wonderful morning. But let's build cool shit. Like I taught, like building a brand new city from scratch that works within Mother Nature is like a really super cool thing. And sometimes people are like scared of improving or making things built for the future or built to last. You know, if you saw Ready Player One, they're on like these shanty shacks on sticks. They're almost like mobile home cubes. And it's like that's what we're trying to avoid. That you have all the resources to build whatever the hell you want. So let's build a bunch of cool shit. Let's build architecture that was built to last. Where during the industrial age, we've been like figuring it out, moving forward. But we've almost gotten to the point where our imagination is the limit. And no matter, Earth is a room of requirement. props to you if you understand that reference. But definitely, whatever we need is here. Clouds are crazy. So yeah, like I'm sure we could have flying cars if we really wanted to. And I really want to. I would spend way less time in my car, I mean in my apartment, if I had a flying car. Test 5 breakfast. That's crazy. Okay, that's a crazy idea. I'm gonna blame you, person I can't read right now. But I know, definitely stick around. I'll work on the live test. But now I don't want to start. See, because I had 2 bad months. Was it May, June? And so to cheer myself up during those 2 months, as a screenwriter, I like to think about the idea of having a all-female X-Men movie. And yes, of course, dudes would be in it. But, you know, the main center group would be all females. So, I don't know, I guess I'll walk around the beach thinking about my all X-Men movie. She got like White Queen, Phoenix, Rogue, Psylocke, X-23, Armor, Storm. You got a lot of cool kids to choose from. Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde. And so, sometimes you can cast your movie. And definitely, and we can disagree on imaginary, yet to be anything movie ideas, right? Technically, you can call it fan fiction if you want. I'm not particular about words in that scenario. Although I know now people get brutal these days. Apparently they fight on social media, especially over Star Wars. But it's Disney. It's almost like that's what Star Wars was designed to do. Make you really confused and cause people to argue. That's why a friend asked, hey, was The Last Jedi, was it good, was it bad? I said, I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe it. You gotta go see it. And that's the truth. Like, Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a great movie. It stands up. Great dialogue, great characters. You know, surprise ending. But the new one, I don't want, you know, I don't know, just watch it. That's my point. Oh yeah, so, you know, for casting, for sure. I don't want to start. Sometimes I get buzzed with an invisible electric cattle prod. I'll mention names. You say names out loud. Man, it's like Umbridge, but different. Another Harry Potter reference. I'm way overboard. There's the moon. Can you see her? Now I feel. Wait. Oh. Okay, so thank you for joining me this morning. I'm sorry that I did not know how to I'll walk sideways. I'm sorry I did not know how to make it horizontal. I'm sorry, I'll try and figure it out. This is the musical ending part. I will try and improve at this process. And I'll do my best not to let Thor news go south. I want you to enjoy your summer. I want you to enjoy your day. And technically, I haven't even figured out, like, is it Saturday? Is it Friday? Why is my voice so high sometimes? Oh. Whoa. Oh, did that make you dizzy? Okay, cool. Yeah, seriously, thank you guys. You guys are cool. And somebody said test 5. So whatever. We're alive. Astonishers, you were cool. I love you. Okay, I miss you. Talk to you soon. No, you hang up. No. You hang up. No. You hang up. No. What if I just stood here for like an hour? Said, no, you hang up. Dang. That's a bad idea. Okay, this test is over. Finito. Hit the button, dude.